Welcome to the OASIS Orientation Video Disc program. By watching the different sections of this program, you'll be able to use the Ford Parts and Service Division's Online Automotive Service Information System, or OASIS. This video disc is interactive and works much like many of the other discs in your dealership, except there are no quizzes. The disc is designed as a reference program that can be referred to easily when needed. OASIS is a service information system designed to assist technicians in making quick and accurate diagnosis and repair. Through this terminal, dealership technicians can access the central FPSD database in Dearborn, enter a vehicle identification number and symptom code, and receive back the latest service information on that specific Ford-built vehicle. There are several strong benefits to OASIS. First, OASIS provides immediate communication of appropriate and up-to-date service information for the vehicle. Second, OASIS can save time and increase customer loyalty through improved service. And lastly, OASIS can help reduce unnecessary calls to district hotlines for TSB information. How does OASIS work? Here's a brief overview. The terminal hooks into your modular telephone system. Once the auto access cartridge is programmed, the terminal automatically dials up and connects to the Dearborn computer. The terminal will prompt the technician what to do from step to step. For each vehicle identification number, or VIN, and symptom code entered, OASIS provides the following information. 1. A broadcast message or general information bulletin. 2. Vehicle description, engine and calibration number. 3. CARES 1 and 2 information. 4. Special service messages. 5. A list of probable causes. 6. TSB numbers and titles. And 7. TSB summaries. This video disc will describe in detail all this and more. Now let's return to the main menu, where you can select a subject. Step 2 gives information on the terminal installation. Why not take a look at it next? Along with your OASIS terminal, you should have received the following: the program cartridge already installed, a power cable with transformer, a telephone extension line with RJ11C plugs, an OASIS code instruction book, 6 rolls of special heat-sensitive paper, a package of pocket reference code cards, and 2 Texas Instrument TI-707 manuals, along with this instructional video disc. Before we go any further, there are several things we should caution you about. Keep the heat-sensitive paper away from sunlight and heat, which can permanently damage it. Inside the cover of your OASIS manual, you will find a label which will provide you with your OASIS telephone number, network logon ID, network password, application ID, and application password. The telephone connection for your OASIS terminal must be of the 4-prong RJ11C type on your left. Some telephone systems use a modular phone jack with more than 4 prongs. Check to make sure that yours has only 4. This jack, for instance, has 6 prongs, but if used, can cause severe damage to the terminal. If you don't have the correct 4-prong jack in this picture, you should contact your local telephone company and have one installed where you intend to place the terminal. Another common sense caution is to keep coffee and other beverages or liquids away from the terminal. An accidental spill near or on the terminal could damage it beyond repair. Whenever connecting or disconnecting the telephone or power cables from the terminal, always turn off the power. This will prevent current surges from damaging the internal electronic circuits. When using the OASIS system, always wait until the complete message is printed before disconnecting. Any incorrect disconnect may cause the next OASIS user at any location to have difficulty accessing the system. To properly disconnect from OASIS, Type "buy" when the option to disconnect is given, then turn off power to your terminal. Refer to the TI-707 User's Manual and Auto Access Cartridge Manual for complete instructions. Find a location for the terminal that's either in or near the service area, so dealership technicians can have direct access to it. A flat, clean desk or table with some workspace would be best. Nearby should be a standard 110-volt AC power outlet and the modular telephone RJ11C wall jack. Let's take a close look at the terminal, its physical features and connections. The next section is a series of still frames that will show you the features of the terminal. Then you'll find out how to connect the terminal and prepare it for use. Follow the instructions as they're presented on the screen. To step through each of the still frames, press 1 after each frame on your video disc commander. Ready? Let's go to the first still frame. At this time, you should have completed the installation. If you have any other installation questions, please refer first to the reference material supplied, like the TI User's Manual or the OASIS Manual. If you can't find the answer to your questions in these materials, or you need further explanation, call your Dealer Computer Services helpline at the number listed in the Forward section of your OASIS Manual. This concludes the section on OASIS installation. Once you've completed the installation, select number 3 on the main menu, Programming the Auto Access Cartridge. This is the auto access cartridge for the OASIS terminal. Once programmed, the terminal becomes very easy to use. In this section, we'll explain how to program it for auto dial, log on, and tone or pulse dialing. Make sure the cartridge is plugged in all the way. Push down on it until the top of the cartridge is flush with the top of the slot, as shown here. The material we present in this section is detailed in your OASIS manual. Our video presentation, as well as the material in the OASIS manual, is organized into 3 sections: entering a phone number, entering a log-on, and programming for tone or pulse dial phone lines. The terminal does not have to be connected to the phone to program the auto access cartridge. You can move the terminal to wherever the video disc player is located. To program the auto access cartridge, you'll be asked to make entries using the terminal's keyboard. If you make a mistake, just press the command key and start over. To start the video disc over, just press this menu key on the video disc commander. The disc will return to the menu where you can reselect the procedure. Or if you don't want to start over, backspacing is available by holding the Control and Shift keys down and then pressing the letter H once for each backspace needed. For detailed information on this procedure, refer to the Auto Access Cartridge Instructional Manual. This concludes our introduction. In this section, you're going to program the OASIS telephone number into the cartridge, which will automatically be dialed during use. Have the phone number in front of you before starting. For each step you take, the terminal will print a response. For example, when you turn the terminal on, the model number is printed, 707. Each step in the procedure will be explained in the series of still frames which begin immediately after this section. Follow the directions as they appear on each frame. After you complete each step, press 1 on your video disc player's keypad to continue. Here is the first instruction. Turn the terminal on. Press the command key. Press the letter S. Press the number 1. Press the number 1 again. Press the letter O. Press return. Press the command key. Press the letter S. Press the number 1. Press the number 2. Press the letter O. Press return. The next step will be to type in your OASIS phone number. If you need to dial an extra number to get an outside line, such as a 9, type that number in first. If you need to wait for an outside dial tone after dialing 9, hold the Control and Shift keys, then press the number 4 key once for each second you normally have to wait for the dial tone. For example, if you have to wait approximately 2 seconds after dialing 9 to get an outside line, hold the Control and Shift keys and press the number 4 key twice, once for each second of delay. The next step will be to type in your special OASIS phone number. If the number is correct, press return. Press the letter Y for yes. Press the letter O for OASIS. Press return. To verify that the phone number was loaded properly, press the command key. Press the letter S. Press the number 1. Press the number 3. At this time, all numbers stored in the auto access cartridge will print out. Pressing the command key should cause the printer response to be a question mark. This concludes the programming of the auto dial telephone number. In this module, you'll be given instructions on how to program the log-on sequence. Each step in the procedure will be explained in a series of still frames, which begin immediately following this section. Follow the directions as they appear on each frame. To enter the log-on sequence, you'll be asked to make entries using the keyboard on the terminal. For each step you take, the terminal will print a response. The terminal doesn't have to be connected to the phone to program the auto access cartridge. If you make a mistake, just press the command key and start over. Backspacing is available by holding the Control and Shift keys down and then pressing the letter H once for each space needed. After you complete each step, press the number 1 on your video disc player's keypad to continue. Press the command key. Press the letter S. Press the number 2. Press the number 1. Press the letter O. Press return. Press the command key. Press the letter S. Press the number 2. Press the number 2 again. Press the letter O. Press return. Press the letter A. Hold the Control and Shift keys and then press the number 4 twice. Press the following letters: F, P, S, D, T, T, Y. Press return. Press the following letters: MAC2, HYNE. Press return. Hold the Control and Shift keys and then press the plus sign key once. Press the letters OASIS and the comma key. Enter your dealer's 6-digit P&A code found on the warranty imprint plate. Press return. Hold the Control key and press the number 1. Press the letter N. Press Command. To verify that log-on has been loaded properly, press Command again. Press the letter S. Press the number 2. Press the number 3. At this time, all procedures stored in the auto access cartridge will print out. Pressing the command key should cause the printer response to be a question mark. This concludes the log-on procedure. In this module, you'll be given instructions on how to program the auto access cartridge for tone or pulse dialing. A tone dial phone system will produce tones when dialing that sound like this. A pulse-dial phone system will produce a series of clicking sounds when dialing that sound like this. Program the auto access cartridge for your type of phone system. Each step in the procedure will be explained in a series of still frames, which begin immediately following this section. Follow the directions as they appear on each frame. To program the cartridge, you'll be asked to make entries using the keyboard on the terminal. For each step you take, the terminal will print a response. The terminal doesn't have to be connected to the phone to program the auto access cartridge. If you make a mistake, just press the command key and start over. After you complete each step, press the number 1 on your video disc player's keypad to continue. Turn the terminal on. Press the command key. Press the letter C. Press the number 3. Press the letter Y for tone dial or the letter N for pulse dial. Press the letter N. Press the number 0. This concludes the programming for tone or pulse dial phone line. Your video disc player will automatically return to the programming submenu. If you've completed all steps in programming the auto access cartridge, press number 5 to return to the main menu. The OASIS terminal is easier to use than a typewriter. There are basically 2 steps. First, determine the symptom code. Second, use your terminal to access the computer in Dearborn. The first step in using OASIS is to determine the symptom code. The service advisor may provide the code number as a result of his questions to the customer, or you may need to inspect the vehicle yourself. Using this handy pocket guide, select the service category that best identifies the area of vehicle concern. Then select the symptom code that best identifies the more detailed area of vehicle concern. You'll find the same symptom numbers listed in the OASIS manual with larger type. For example, symptom code 5200 is transmission does not upshift correctly. You'll notice some categories have subheadings and more detailed symptoms than others. Describe the symptom in detail and as accurately as possible. The more general the code you use, the more information OASIS will provide. But the more detailed the code, the more specific OASIS will be in helping you diagnose the problem. Write the symptom code on a piece of paper along with the vehicle identification number. We're now ready for step 2. Using the OASIS terminal to access the computer in Dearborn. First, turn the unit on using the power switch in the back of the terminal. Press the command key. The command indicator will light and the paper will advance 1 line. The printhead moves to the left margin and prints a question mark. Next, press the letter D. The terminal will respond by printing dial, enter name, or number. Press the letter O for OASIS. Then press the return. The printer will respond by printing the OASIS phone number and automatically dialing the OASIS computer in Dearborn. And the line ready indicator will light. The line ready light indicates that you're connected to the OASIS computer. Wait until the OASIS system prints "Please enter application ID," followed by required application information. Press the return key. This will complete the connection to the OASIS computer. OASIS will now ask you the following questions. Would you like to display your broadcast messages? Enter yes or no by pressing the letter Y or N. Press the letter Y to have the broadcast message print out. Press the letter N to continue without the message. Then press the return key. If you press Y, your terminal will print a message like this concerning significant technical problems or training, just like an electronic bulletin board. You only need to print your broadcast messages once a day. Then you can post them above or near the terminal so others can read them. If someone has already printed out that day's broadcast message, just press the letter N and then press return. After you've printed your broadcast messages, the next step is to enter the vehicle identification number or the letters BYE to disconnect. If you type BY, you'll be disconnected from the computer. If you're done with the terminal, turn it off to disconnect it from the phone line. We're not done, so let's enter a VIN number. Now press Return. The VIN we have entered is for a 1984 Bronco 2. The terminal will also list the open recalls, if any, and provide warranty information and extended service plan information, if any. We see that there are no open recalls. The warranty start date is February 28, 1983, and there are no ESP contracts for this vehicle. The next step is to enter the symptom code and press Return, or you can press Return for a new VIN or type BY and Return to disconnect. Let's enter the symptom code number 2900. Entering a symptom code provides special service messages related to the symptom code. These messages will give you a specific known cause for this vehicle and symptom code. This says that the cruise control speed variance may be caused by a loose rear output yoke on the transfer case. The information is so current that technical service bulletins have not yet been issued for this cause. At this point, a list of probable causes may be printed. Probable cause messages are reminders of things to look for in your regular diagnostic check. Depending on the VIN and symptom code entered, such a list may or may not be provided. In this case, no probable cause may apply. Let's enter symptom code 5700 and see if there are any TSBs relating to transfer case concerns. The Technical Service Bulletin, or TSB information, is related to the symptom code. The printout will show the TSB number and title. This bulletin refers to the transfer case oil pump retainer for the 1983 to 85 Ranger 4x4 and Bronco 2. The system will then ask for the TSB sequence number. The TSB sequence number is not the TSB number. Entering a TSB sequence number will give a summary of that TSB's concern and resolution. Pressing Return takes us back to a new symptom code menu. Typing BY disconnects us from the computer in Dearborn. Let's enter the TSB sequence number 1. We type 0001 and then Return. We see that the transfer case oil pump retainer has been revised to a double leg design, and that the retainer must be installed with the double legs facing the front of the transfer case. Type BY to disconnect when you're done. BY tells the computer you're done, and the computer hangs up its end of the phone line. We see the message, "Thank you for calling OASIS. Please turn off your OASIS terminal." Now you have to hang up your end of the phone. Do that by turning off the power to your OASIS terminal. This concludes our section on using the OASIS terminal. Remember the following important items. When using the OASIS system, always wait until the complete message is printed before disconnecting. Any incorrect disconnect may cause the next OASIS user at any location to have difficulty accessing the system. To properly disconnect from OASIS, type BY when the option to disconnect is given. Then turn off power to your terminal. Refer to the TI-707 User's Manual and Auto Access Cartridge Manual for complete instructions. And be sure to follow normal warranty policy procedures and published diagnostics to determine the actual cause and the appropriate repair.